Hi everyone. So before we start, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and this subject is very important to me, and I wanted to make a video about being in a toxic relationship because there's so many people out there and you don't know what their life is like, and no one knows exactly what someone is going through. And if I can make a video that can target the people that are going through what I've went through before and help them in any way possible, then I will be really happy that I've even reached someone that needed the help that they need. So today's video is based on being in a toxic relationship and kind of like tips on how to get out, or tips on, signs that you need to look for. So this video will be about that. So it's going to be a story time, sit me down, motivational type video. So if you want to hear more, keep watching. Pay attention to signs and red flags. So if you have a feeling in your gut, like that gut feeling that something's off, something's wrong, you need to pay attention to that feeling, because that's your body's way of telling you that something's wrong. And it's kind of like your animal instincts, and you need to pay attention to that, investigate more, just look for details in the relationship that you know can potentially be harmful, and just keep your eyes open. It's never ever a bad thing to always question whether or not the person that you're with is right for you, based on how they treat you and based on the early signs that you pick up on. So it is never ever a bad thing when it comes to questioning your relationship. It can potentially save your life listening to your gut instincts. So you want to pay good attention to that. If you find yourself making excuses for the person that you're with constantly and having to defend their actions, then that's a red flag, and you need to listen to that, because your body is not giving you these signs for nothing. It's actually giving you these signs to help you. It's your defense mechanism, and it's working, and it's giving you all these signs that, hey, maybe this person isn't like right for me, and maybe I need to isolate myself from this person or take things slow with this person. So if you're constantly having to justify their actions, like if they've ever called you out of your name and you have to justify it, or you're blaming yourself because they've called you out of your name, then you need to pick up on these signs. It's really important to pick up on early signs in your relationship, because you don't want to waste time on someone that is not worth wasting your time on. Life is really short. You don't know when you're going to die. So it's like, why waste your time on someone that is just toxic, that's someone that just makes you feel low of yourself? So pick up on these signs. If the person that you're with constantly want to control your every move, if they want to control who you talk to, you can't go out and meet new people, you can't even talk to your own family, and they get angry and constantly want to blame you about cheating if you have a new friend, or if you want to go places, then that's a red flag. Because for the fact that they can get angry at you for having the freedom that you should have anyways to talk to your family, your friends, and meet new people, then they're not right for you. If they can't trust that you're going to be there for them and that you're going to be faithful to them, then what's the point of being with someone that you can't trust? Especially if they have anger issues. If you've ever been with someone that's punching the walls, punching things as they're yelling at you, then that's another red flag, because they can graduate from punching things around you to actually hitting you and putting their hands on you. And no one wants to be in a relationship that they constantly have to fear if that person is going to hit them. And you don't want to be a punching bag for someone that has issues and insecurities with themselves, and so they take it out on you because they want someone to blame. And you do not want to be the blame of their problems, because they will do that to also lock you in that relationship. They'll say, this is your fault why I'm this way, or they'll try to make you feel guilty for something that obviously they've already had issues with a long time ago and they suppressed it. And now that they found someone that they can get away with these things, they're going to open up more and show the side that they've never wanted to show before and that they suppressed. So you don't want to be in a relationship like that. You need to look at these signs, because these signs can potentially save your life. I was a victim of domestic violence. Yes, I was a victim. I was very, naive. I was a very naive person, and I used to blame myself for things that went wrong in my relationship. I used to constantly have to justify the actions that this person had done to me. And I was basically just young and just wasn't really, like, I thought that was love. I thought someone controlling me and telling me where I can and can't go and who I can talk to and all of that, I thought that was love. And I thought that because what I was told by that person is that they care for me, and that's why they're controlling me. And I thought that was them actually caring for me. I believed them, because when you love someone, you believe everything that they say, because you love them. You don't have any reasons to doubt them. But I realized that I needed to get out of the relationship once it started becoming very physical. And it started, as I've stated before, slow. Like he started like hitting things around him. Then he started calling me out of my name as he was hitting like the wall or throwing things and throwing fits like that. And then so because I stayed with him and there was no consequence to his actions. I didn't give him like a line that he needed to cross, that he didn't need to cross. I didn't give him a line. So when I forgave him after he had calmed down, and I was like, okay, well, everyone gets mad, so I'm not gonna leave him because he gets mad and calls me out of my name constantly and throw things at me or throw things around me. So I gave him a chance, and I realized that the more and more chances that I gave him, he didn't care as far as his actions. Like, he didn't care what he did to me. And so he slowly started getting abusive towards me, and to the point where it was just like he didn't care anymore. He didn't care to hurt me. He didn't care to even look at me, and before he did something wrong, he didn't care to even think, hey, you know what, I love this person. In his head, he was thinking, okay, you know what, she'll never leave me. I can do all this to her and she'll never leave me because she knows that I love her, and this is love. This is showing her how much I love her. And that was my biggest mistake. My biggest mistake was sticking through that and thinking that he actually loved me and cared for me. And, I reached that point in my life where I thought, okay, I can lose my life over this. And I've watched so many movies, I've heard so many stories, and watched so many videos of people going through domestic violence and going through things like this, and I thought, okay, that can never be me. And I slowly let that into my life. I slowly let that become a part of my life. And for that, you just need to look for these type of signs, because it's not going to happen all at once. It will happen, like, it will slowly progress to the point that it's really bad. You're never going to view yourself as a person that can be in a domestic violence relationship until it actually happens. So never say never, because I used to say, oh, I can never let someone hit me. I can never let someone talk to me the way that like trash, basically. And I ended up letting someone do that to me, and I lost myself in the process. And I never want to go back to that feeling, and I never want to go back to that person that I was, to let someone control me in that way. So you need to look for these signs, because it can save a lot of time, and it can save you a lot of heartache. So look for these signs. Get out while you can. Any chance that you get, just take it. Get out while you can before it's too late. Many people have lost their lives over being in a toxic relationship and being with someone that they think loves them. And it's gotten to the point where that person feels like, okay, I control her every move in her life, so I'm going to take her life, or I'm going to take his life, because I can't see them with someone else. And that is the most sickest thing I've ever heard, for the fact that if you can't have them, no one can, so you're going to take someone's life. Who gives you that power? You give them that power. And that's why you need to get out while you can, because it shouldn't matter. Yes, I understand that there's a lot of people that are in situations where there's kids involved, and they don't want to, there's a lot of baggage, and you think that you're going to basically hurt your kids, or you've been in a relationship for a very long time, so you feel like, oh, you know what, I don't want to start over in a new relationship. I don't want to have to put in all the work. I gave my heart to this person, and I don't want to start over with someone new and have to go through everything all over again. No, you need to stop making excuses, because these type of excuses will be what potentially cause you to end your life, or cause that to happen to you. Because when you're in a toxic relationship, it's a very depressing thing. There's times where you think you're happy and you're not happy. You're actually depressed, and there's days where you can't even get out of bed because you're so depressed, and you're with someone that is constantly beating you down any way that they can. If it's physical, if it's emotional, you need to separate yourself from that person. Because I had the support of my friends, and I had the support of my family to get away from that person that I was with, that was constantly just beating me down. I had no strength in my body anymore. And it's like, once your heart hurts, it's kind of like, it's physical pain. Like, if you've ever had your heart broken before, it's like you actually feel like your body is in pain. I was that drained where my body was just aching from thoughts of just like, I wanted to leave. I used to have dreams, and I would dream about like just being in a happy relationship and wanting to move out of that relationship. And I used to dream about just being free. And then I thought to myself, who is he? Or, who is he to take that away from me, that I have to sleep and dream about having a good life and dream about smiling? Why can't I smile in reality? Why can't I just be happy, for myself? And so I knew that I needed to get out. I knew that I needed that escape, and slowly had to build the courage for myself. But if you have someone that is, if you know someone that's going through something like this, that's going through these type of problems, then be an angel in their life. Be someone that can save another person's life, because this is very serious. This topic is very serious. Getting out is a very serious thing, and that's why there's a lot of programs. There's a lot of programs out there that help victims and people of domestic violence, and it's not just meant for women. men get abused as well. They get physical and emotionally abused. And say you have a friend and, you know, you pick up on the signs, but she's very blind to the signs, because love can be blind. And so if she's blind to the signs, but you obviously see the signs, you need to make sure that bring the signs to her. Make sure that she's aware of the signs and bring awareness to her, because that can also save her life, and that can also save you from losing someone that you care about. I hope that I brought awareness to someone's life. I hope that this video helped in any way that it could help. And I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will be trying to make more videos, but I wanted to get this video out there, and I hope I helped someone with this video. So again, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you can, that would really help me, and have a great day. Bye, or night. Bye.